Making sure that players from both sides are stable at each stage of the engagement process makes the scrum much safer and gives a higher probability of restarting the game without having to reset the scrum or sanction offences. By observing players' actions at each stage, we can promote stability and balance and help create a great platform to restart the game from. Here are a couple of things to keep an eye out for at each stage of the engagement process. When you call set, you need to make sure that there are no players pushing early. The scrum begins when the ball leaves the hands of the scrum half, and only then may the teams push. Sometimes when we call set, players will bring their feet underneath them to get in a better pushing position. In doing so, they drive forwards prior to the ball being fed. This is something we call a hit and chase. It tends to happen when props have their feet too far back and they're not supporting their body weight properly. To be in a strong and stable pushing position, you want to see your props with feet underneath them. But remember, they need to make those adjustments without going through the mark and pushing early. If they do, it destabilises the scrum and gives them an unfair advantage over their opponent. If you see a team hit and chase, you should look to award a free kick to the opposition for an early push. Throughout the scrum, all players should support their body weight, from the front row to the back row. Players should be in a good tower of power position, with their feet underneath them, ready to support their body weight, and remaining off the ground on set. Not only is this a stable body position, but it's also a strong pushing position. So when you see a tower of power technique, you can be confident that there's potential for a stable and balanced scrum, and a solid platform from which we can restart the game. If you see possible problems, stand the teams up, reset the scrum, and consider the desk principle. Describe to the players what you are seeing. Explain why you have reset the scrum. Explain the sanctions which may follow if you don't see a change in behaviour, and confirm with the players that they understand what you are asking them to do. If players don't react to your preventive communication, then you may sanction them, as their technique is not safe. Remember, intentionally collapsing the scrum, intentionally falling and kneeling is considered dangerous play and should be penalised. The Big Five Guide makes you a part of the exciting game of rugby union. World Rugby's on-field priorities encourage a safe and fast contest. Stay on top of your game and check out the Big Five Guide.